Hello, Dominic from BMT Spain, website for beginners to advanced players. And in my former video about the Topspinserve hammer in the directions, I had some questions and we are going to do a Q&A. And the first question was, I cannot stop above my head when I'm practicing the hammer motion. Now, that can have several reasons and we are going to check them out, which can be the problem. And the first thing to check is, am I really tossing the ball behind me, or is my ball a little bit too much in front of me? Yeah, which then I have to go with my arm a little more to the front and it will be hard to stop. So the first thing to check, am I making really contact here behind me, which will make it easy to make that hammer motion, yeah, and stay above you. The second point you have to check is, are you pulling out of the upper arm and the shoulder because you want some more power? But remember, this is a second serve. We are practicing control. We don't want to make mistakes in the second serve. Yeah? So we don't want power at this moment. So if you are going to pull a little more here out of the upper arm and the shoulder, the racket will also go more to the front here and you cannot stay above your head. So don't pull out of the upper arm. Yeah? Just get the extension of the arm. And that extension is our point 3. If you have control over the upper arm and you just have that elbow extension, the arm extension here, but you do this part too fast, it will also be difficult to stay above your head, making that hammer motion well. And for that again, it's a second serve. We are looking for control. We don't want speed. So also the extension, try to do the extension slow, yeah, so you can control here your hammer motion. And the fourth point to control is that hammer motion. Even if you don't pull out of the arm or you go too fast out of the underarm, yeah, the extension, you can still go too fast in your hammer motion like this. So you go here slow and here you go, then it will be hard to stop. So you have to look at it as the beginning of putting a nail in the wall. If you put the nail in the wall, you still have the nail between your fingers and you're very careful, yeah, for not hitting your fingers. That's the same what you're looking for. You just want to make contact, feeling that radial to ulnar deviation motion, making contact here like this. And then it's very easy to stay here above you. Yeah, not pulling out of the underarm, yeah, not going too fast with the upper arm, yeah, and just making contact here like a hammer, yeah, in the beginning of your motion. So these are the 4 points you have to control. Yeah, I'm sure it will be one of those 4 that will be the problem. Now the second question was, I turn too early. Then okay, again are a few steps, and the first step will be again, are you really tossing the ball at 9 o'clock or are you tossing the ball a little more here in front of you? Yeah, which in front it will be easier to turn. If you have the ball more here, then you will turn more. Then if you have the ball more behind you, there is no reason to turn because the ball is there at 9 o'clock. I talk about 9. The clock is in front of us. 12, 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. Now, another problem can be that you toss the ball too much in front, more close to 11. And because now at 9, you have a position like this, watching the ball, but if the ball is more at 11, your body is changing. You have more that position. Now, your body is going more to the ball like this, and you start to turn too early. So, the ball a little more on the right is not good for turning. Too much in front is not good for turning, unless you learn to control, to bring in the upper body. I will give you an exercise afterwards. You have to get the upper body in like this, yeah, and not like that. And the third point can be, you're so used to have a first serve or a slice serve where you turn first and then make contact, but in this serve you want to make contact and then turn. So these are 3 things that can come up when you say you turn too early. Now, I'm going to give you 2 exercises to practice not to turn too early. And the first one is football throw. Yeah? If the ball is out, the footballers take the ball, they come and they throw. Well, this is the action that we are going to make in our serve. First you practice against the wall, you go here and you do this, yeah, no problem, and you will see, if you do that well, yeah, that you will also have that radial to ulnar deviation here, which you need in your topspin serve. So you can do it with a partner, you can do it against the wall. Once you have practiced that, you take your racket and you're going to make the same motion. You go, yeah, and you go up, making that motion. And the good point of this motion is that now my left arm is helping me not to turn, because in a normal serve, you toss and this arm goes out of the way. And now my body can stay like that if you control it, but it can also turn. So if I keep my arm here going like this, my body will not turn because my left arm doesn't let me. So that's why we are going to serve like a football throw. Yeah? And you start like this. So you have to find a little bit your rhythm. You toss, and the moment you have your racket drop, you bend both arms and you stretch. So you toss, bend both, stretch. Toss, bend both, stretch. And then you have this, toss, bend both, stretch. And as you can see, I cannot turn because my arm doesn't let me. Yeah? So if I don't use my arm, I can easily have and turn. Okay, now you can also see that my heel went off the ground. So this is the other exercise. So both arms, you bend both and you stretch both. It will be hard to turn. 1, 2, very good exercise. Bend both arms, go up with both arms. Very good exercise. Go out and practice that. And then the next step is, once you have that, is you also have to learn to throw. Yeah, sorry for that. If you toss the ball more in the court, you will also have that football throw, but you will learn to get the body like this and you throw like that. Because your serving motion here or there will not change. That will stay the same. So if you have more in the court, you will toss, you will get in the court, and you will throw like this. Now, if you are going to do this with the ball, it will be the same. So you toss, you hang in the court, and you throw the ball like this. You toss, you hang in, and you go like this. And as you can see, I am not turning. So this is for the exercise football throw. The second exercise is keep your heels on the ground, and especially your right heel. Because if I get my heel loose, I can turn. Now watch what happens with my hip if I put my right heel on the ground. It's hard to turn. So learn to serve, focusing on keep your heels on the ground. In the beginning, even serve with bended knees like this. Heels on the ground, just making that hammer motion here. Yeah, it will be hard to turn. Then little by little, yeah, you stretch your legs going up to the ball, but still keeping the heels on the ground like this. So I'm bended, I go up, so I'm going up to the ball, but still control, yeah, my feet. And then you have that control, you can start to jump. You go up, but I'm not turning. The turn will be, I go hit and turn. So, these were the two exercises. Football throw, keeping the heel on the ground. These were my answers to the two questions. I hope it's a little more clear and the exercises will help you. All I can say, thank you for watching. See you in another video.